Good morning students, welcome to Mount Literacy School. In this video we are going to learn about creating list and some examples of advanced Scratch. Okay, in previous video we have seen how to create variables, how to use operators and how to use conditional statement. Okay, have you noticed there is one more option under the variable block, make a list. Is it something like the list we make for purchasing things from the grocery store? Yes, it is similar to list that we normally use. We will click on it and make a new list. Let us name it My List. When you create a list, you get 8 different blocks under list. If you click on the help for make a list, you can get the functions of all these 8 blocks. What is list or arrays? Use list blocks to store a list of numbers and strings. Okay, we are creating variable to store values, but if we want to store multiple values with same name, then we can use list or array. When we click on make a list, these 8 blocks are going to be added. Now let's see what is the use of each block. See here, in the same way we are creating variable, we will create a list. Click on make a list, so one dialog box will open. Okay, you can create list for all sprites or you can create list for this sprite only. Then give the list name. Once you make a list, 8 blocks appear. First, list block reports all values of list. Click checkbox to show on stage. Then add to list. Adds on items to the end of the list. Delete this of the list. So we can give particular number, delete on the item from a list. Insert thing at this of the list. So insert an item at specific place in a list. It can be one or specific number or last or at the first. Replace item this of list with this. Replaces an item in a list. Item 1 of list. Reports the value of an item. Length of the list. Reports numbers of items in a list. List contains thing. Reports whether that item is in the list or not. Okay, not all but few blocks we are going to use in our program. There are some blocks in Scratch such as position, mouse down, variable, which are designed to fit in the input area of other blocks. These blocks are called reporters. Reporters with rounded ends such as variable, mouse, report numbers or strings and fit in blocks with rounded or rectangular holes such as say hello. Reporters with pointed ends such as mouse down report values true or false and fit inside blocks with pointed or rectangular holes such as wait until and say hello. Okay, now we'll see one program to use list. Okay, I already created a program. I will explain you what are the steps in this. Okay, this first block is event block. All of us know that from event block I have taken this. Then second is from looks block. Say here I want ingredients to make fruit salad for 2 seconds. Then ask what is first ingredient and wait. Okay, then the user will give the answer what is the first ingredient. Then that answer will be inserted to list. See here, in data block I have created a list by clicking on make list option. In the same way we were creating variable. Okay, so here it is added. I have given name my list to it. The insert answer at one of my list. So whatever answer user will enter, it will be added to list. Then second question, ask what is next ingredient and wait. Say answer for 2 seconds. Insert answer at one of my list. Okay, in the same way you can add one more also, right click and duplicate. So see here, one more is added to this. So here this question will be repeated this many times. You can zoom in or zoom out your script area with this. So hope you understand this program. And last line is say join. Here I use join block or join operator. Number of ingredients in my list is length of my list. Here spelling I will correct. Number of ingredients in my list is length of. So see here again I have used this block from list, length of my list for 2 seconds. Okay, now I will run this program. See, when I click on green flag, here I want ingredients. What is the first ingredient? I enter milk. Okay, so milk is added here. What is next? Sugar. Sugar is added here. Then banana, apple, orange. Okay, so here questions are complete and then it gives the length of my list, that is 5. Means 5 ingredients are required. So this program demonstrates the use of list. You can also try it in your computer. Now let's write one program to explore the use of list that we have done. Now you know ask and answer blocks to take input from user, variable to store value, operators to compare, calculate and join, control or conditional statement to control the program result, use list to make array of variables and store multiple values under one name. We have seen some practical example also for the same. Now let's do some exercise to check your skills. Okay, see here. Gargi has written a program to capture the input from the user. She has created a variable named input. What will be the final value of this variable after the execution of the program? Okay, in your exam also this type of question can be asked in the form of MCQ. Okay, image of code can be given and then question can be asked. Then what will be the output of the program? Then you must understand what should be the output. So here you can see one question is asked, what is your name? Answer is stored in input. Then second question, what is your friend's name? Then answer is stored in input. Okay, say hello for 2 seconds. Then here the answer is stored in same variable. Okay, so what will be the output of the program or what will the value in the input? Can you guess? Yes, the answer is user's friend's name. Okay, because last question was what is your friend's name and it is also stored in the same variable. Okay, now let's try another. The following is a small program. The last line of the program is missing. When executed, the user gave the name as Annie. If you want the sprite to say hello Annie, what should be the last line of the program? So here this event block is given, then move 50 step is given, then ask what is your name? Set name to answer. Okay, but last block is missing here. So what can be the last block? Say hello Annie, say join hello answer for 2 seconds, say hello plus Annie for 2 seconds. Okay, here Annie is entered but that we don't know that what will be entered. So from answer we can take the input, so that can be this B. Say join hello answer, that will be Annie for 2 seconds. Okay, now move to next example. A small program which compares two strings is given below. The user has entered the name of two items he likes to eat. Can you tell what the sprite will say at the end of this program? Okay, what this program say? Let's understand. Please tell me what you like to eat. Then enter item 1, then enter item 2. Both are stored in different variables. Then using this comparison block or condition operator, we are comparing this. If item 1 equal to item 3, then say, oh, you entered the same thing. As say, join item 1, item 2 for 2 seconds. Okay, so we understand that if they enter the same item, then this first block will run. If different item, then second block will run. So here you can see the output in item 1, that is cake, item 2 also cakes. So what will be the output? Can you guess it? Yes, the output will be A. Oh, you entered the same thing. Now move to another example. In the following program, there are three variables: choice 1, choice 2, and choice game. Okay, when the program runs fully, what will be the final value of the variable game? Okay, set choice 1 to basketball, set choice 2 to football. What is your favorite game? And wait, set game to answer. Okay, so user will enter answer in game. I like whatever game is entered by user for 2 seconds. Then set game to 0 and say game. So you can see lastly we have set game value to 0. So what it will display? Okay, can you guess? Yes, it will display 0 because here in place of answer we have set it to 0. Now last example. Here is a, not last but least, here is a program to compare numbers. What will the sprite say when the numbers entered by the user are 250 and 500? Circle the correct option. Okay, enter first number, answer is stored in choice 1. Enter another number, answer is stored in choice 2. Here comparison is done using condition operator. Choice 1 less than choice 2, then first block will run. That is this choice 1 less than choice 2. So here the values will appear. Values of choice 1 and choice 2 will appear. Else choice 1 is greater than choice 2. So here what will be the answer? Obviously number 1 is less than number 2. So the question is what will be the output? Can you guess the output? Yes, 250 is less than 500. Now we'll move to the last example. Here is a program which calculates the length of the name entered by a user, but the instructions are jumbled up. Rearrange the instructions by numbering them. Okay, first number is given already, that is event block when green flag is clicked. See here, say length of answer, say hello, set name to answer, ask. So here we can guess that after event block we can just say hello. Okay, so second block will be say hello. Then if you taken variable, we will set value to the variable or will ask first. Okay, first we'll ask the question. So third step is ask what is your name. Then we will say set name to answer, and at last we will display length of answer. Okay, I hope you understand all this and enjoy also. Okay, please practice this at your home. Till then, goodbye and thank you.